We begin tonight with hundreds of federal public servants learning they may be affected by upcoming job cuts. Notices being issued as part of the federal government's plan to cut 28,000 public sector jobs through attrition, voluntary retirements, and job cuts over the next 4 years. CTV's Josh Marano joins us now with the latest. Josh.
Yeah, Patricia, this is the start of a long process. The government isn't cutting jobs today, but they are warning employees about potential changes ahead. And for some departments, those first notifications were delivered this week. Several federal departments have now begun notifying staff that they may be impacted by upcoming job reductions as the government takes the next steps in the comprehensive expenditure review.
More than 200 PSAC members have received notices this week that they may lose their job. So this is not great news, especially given around this time of year with the holidays.
These cuts are coming, and they're coming fast. They're going to start at the start of the next fiscal year, which is April. And so in order to actually implement them, they need to start informing employees right now that they may be affected by some layoffs.
The Public Service Alliance of Canada says 219 employees at Natural Resources Canada received notices this week warning they may lose their jobs. In a statement from the department, receiving a letter signals the beginning of a process that takes several months for employees to consider various options available to transition to another job in the public sector, consider early retirement, or pursue employment outside the public sector. In the end, Natural Resources Canada would anticipate that only a small number of those who receive letters would leave involuntarily.
It's going to severely weaken Canada's ability to manage the energy and natural resource responsibly.
The 2025 federal budget said the government will cut another 28,000 federal public service jobs by 2029.
They may well succeed in doing it through retirements alone. There's also a natural churn of people finding jobs in other places. But once you've exhausted those possibilities, then you're going to turn to layoffs as the means to get to the numbers that you're targeting.
PSAC says notices were also issued to 109 members at the Public Service Commission of Canada, 92 members at Crown Indigenous Relations and Northern Affairs Canada, and 74 members at the Department of Finance. This comes as 68,000 public servants received early retirement notices earlier this week.
Departments that are relatively younger, it's going to be harder for retirements to cover it, and so you're more likely to end up with actual layoffs where people are losing employment in that department, and then they're going to have to hustle to try to find another job in the public sector.
The Treasury Board says the goal is to rely mostly on attrition and voluntary exits, but with more departments reviewing budgets, more public servants are expected to receive notices in the coming months. Tricia.
All right, CTV's Josh Marano live for us tonight. Thank you.